All right, good morning. I just rolled out of bed and it is a bittersweet day because this morning I'm dropping off my Jeep Wrangler for its last ever trip on Turo that I'm gonna honor. It turns out that when you're renting a Jeep Wrangler out on Turo, it seems like people like going off-roading with it, and the car comes back with scratches and dings and dents all the time, and I have to fix that. And most of the vehicles that I'm gonna be renting out from now on are gonna be more of your basic, just traveler vehicles. Also, the thing is super upgraded, so I'm very worried that if it were to get totaled out, then I wouldn't get paid out on all of the upgrades that I've done to it. And there's quite a bit. Like, the thing's valued at $40,000, but if you were just looking at the bare bones Jeep, that would be like a $20,000, $30,000 car. So to think that I could maybe stand to lose out on like $15,000 worth of upgrades kind of sucks. So we will avoid that at all costs. I've had a few too many trips that have taken the thing off-roading and just beat it up a little bit more than I would like. So I'm selling it. Honestly, the thing's too upgraded, and I'm somewhat scared that if the thing were to get totaled out, I wouldn't get the full price of the vehicle paid out by Turo, just because of the weird way that they value cars and value upgrades. So this is it. Don't get me wrong, even though I'm selling the Jeep, this thing was very profitable. Jeep Wranglers are the #1 rented cars for Turo in Denver. Kind of makes sense because we're like exactly where you would want to have a Jeep Wrangler. So over the course of renting this car out on Turo, I've probably made about $30,000 in revenue, and about $20,000 of that is going to be profit. So at the end of the day, I think this was a good investment and a great way to get into Turo, but I just don't think that it's something that I want to take the risk on as I move forward and I add more and more cars. If you do want to add a very upgraded car to your fleet, here's kind of my recommendations. With Turo, you can actually submit an appraisal to your vehicle. And so basically, if you have a bunch of upgrades on your car, you don't want to have that thing rented out until you've done an appraisal on the car. That way, you and Turo are on the same page of the value that your car is. So if you've got a $30,000 4Runner and you've done $30,000 worth of upgrades, make sure that Turo is aware of that. And the way you can do that is you can contact a local dealership and they'll do an appraisal for you. Or if you're buying the car with upgrades on it from a dealership, don't leave without the appraisal that dealership has done. Any dealership that's selling a car has already done an appraisal on that vehicle to determine what the price is going to be that they're selling it at. Make sure you get your appraisal done, and that way you're gonna be safe from a lot of issues. Now, if you have a cool car that people might take off-roading or take speed racing, I would highly recommend that in your messages with the guest, as soon as they book the car, one of your first automated messages, say, hey, thanks so much for booking my Jeep. Unfortunately, there is strictly no off-roading with this vehicle. Otherwise, you could be facing some very harsh repercussions, and just kind of like scare them out of booking the car in the first place. If that is kind of in their plans, if they're looking at your car and saying, oh shit, like I want to go and off-road with this thing. Make sure that your customers are on the same page as you and understand that this is not a car to be, messed around with. So that being said, this is the last trip that I'll be doing with the Jeep, the last time that I'll actually be renting it out. So hopefully this thing comes back in great condition, and then by the time it's back, I'm gonna have a few appointments set up with different places to do paint repair and to do minor dent repair. There's just a few minor things, and then the windshield has also got a little crack in it. After that's all fixed up, it'll be listed. I'm hoping to sell the car for around $40,000. If I can go above $40,000, then that'd be great. I bought the car for $41,000. This car is a bit more appealing to people because it does have a warranty active on it, and that gives a lot of peace of mind for anybody that's buying it. Okay, I literally picked the worst time to drive to the airport. This is rush hour, everybody's driving, so it's probably gonna take me like 40 minutes to get to the airport when it's usually like a 25-minute drive. All right, so we made it to the airport parking lot. She's looking good right now, ready for the last rental ever. I've got to go catch a shuttle real quick back to the airport so I can get on the train and go home. Yeah, this is a big moment. Goodbye, little Jeep. The shuttle is literally about to leave. Wait for me. Apparently it's out of service. Sick. And I forgot to leave the keys in the lockbox anyway, so probably a good thing I didn't get on that shuttle. Text the guest where the car's parked, and then that'll be it. Can't tell you how many times I've done this exact process. I know it like the back of my hand now. Get back from the airport, like so freaking easy. All right, we're getting on this train to Union Station. Leaves in 5 minutes. I made it back to Union Station, and I'm happy to say that that's the last time that I'm gonna have to do that kind of drop off for a while. I've got all my cars under management now by other hosts who are super qualified. I'm very happy to have them working with me. But yeah, now I just get to focus on building up the business and building up the Turo Done For You service and get as many people passive income through Turo as possible.